What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video, another live stream, should I say. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Sorry, man, you guys just caught me finishing my little munch session, getting a little snack in. So tonight we're going to talk about. I know everybody's probably made some type of business goals or resolution for what they want their business to do in the new year. So what we're going to do is talk about a few simple ways to achieve those resolutions and just be able to smash our goals in the year of 2023. So, what's up, bro? Happy New Year, new level, motivation. So proud of you, and God is blessing you tremendously. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Miss Lachey, what's going on? Jessica, what's going on? How you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. How's 2023 going so far? And are you guys seeing the results you want to see? So far, it's been pretty good for me. It's jumped off to a successful start. As a lot of people know, Q1 generally for clothing resellers tends to be a really good quarter for them. Seeing as how Q4 is mainly for like toys and things of that nature. I've started off, I want to say strong. I'm going to ride the wave as long as possible. I am currently listing 40 new items a day, doing 60 total listings, drafting 20. So the workload is not anything extra. It's just 5 additional listings a day. So it's not really noticeable. The goal is to get up to 70 listings daily and to launch 50 daily, draft 20. And that way I'll be able to reach my goal of which I don't have a monetary goal. I know that I had said in a few lives ago that my monetary goal was to do I don't know 300,000 instead of setting the bar extremely high, not achieving it due to things that's out of my control, such as economy or people running hard on cash or whatever the case may be. I'm just setting the goal to list 50 items a day and to build my active listings up to around 12,000. So real simple goals, nothing too extravagant. I want to be able to sell 50 a day by the end of the year. That's the third goal. I forgot about that one. So that's the monetary goal or not monetary goal. That's the goal is to get 50 sales a day. The money should come, if I just focus on selling more items. So, that's the main thing. What's up, Nana's Treasures? How you doing? Bobby, what's going on? How are you? Congrats on reaching 3K. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll see if they all stick, but I'm super happy and thankful for everybody that supports this channel. Really do appreciate it. What's up, Danny? How you doing, bro? Little slow today, Jessica says, but listings done, so now I can focus on other stuff. There you go. Now you got plenty of time for activities. Nita J, what's going on? How are you? Bearded Poke Tuber, my guy, what's up? Miss Q, how you doing? Happy New Year. Tiffany, how are you? Yeah, Danny, how are you feeling? What's up, Miss Lachey? Hey, look, one of my favorite resellers. Hey, that's what's up. James, my guy, how are you? Happy New Year. Super duper happy to hear that you are going to be leaning more into clothing this year, James. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Get that money, brother. 400K on the way for my guy. Odd Man Out Props. Hey, all you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, man. New name to the channel. I appreciate you coming and checking out. Where did you hear from me from? A lot of you guys, have been rocking with me since day one, but obviously the channel's grown a little bit. Where do all you guys hear from me from? I know a lot of you guys I met on Instagram and just, we all started a lot of our channels around the same time. So a lot of you guys have been rocking with me from the beginning. I appreciate that. So what are some of you guys' goals? If you don't mind, can you start typing them in the chat? One of the reasons why I ask is because I want to know what everybody's goals are. And then put maybe like a step or two in the chat of what you plan on doing to achieve that. So first and foremost for me, since my goals are to get the 50 listings a day up, the first thing I did was implemented 5 new listings a day starting the 1st of January, right? That puts me to 40 listings going live a day. That means I'm just 10 listings away from my goal that I have all year long to reach, right? So that means I can either do 5 more next month and 5 more the following, and boom, first goal knocked out of the box, right? Or I can just add one listing a month for the first 10 months of the year, and I'll still reach my goal by the end of the year. So I could do it super slow and casually, but I don't think that if I did it that way, that it will allow me to reach my goal of selling 50 a day, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, in theory, in order to sell a certain amount of items, you have to be listing that amount of items a day. Now, you can sell like iPhones and surpass the amount of items that you're having listed, but eventually you're going to run out of inventory like that. Your store is going to shrink because your sell through is so high. Not a bad problem to have, but then at that point, it becomes a struggle to find inventory because you're flying through it too fast. So for me, I'm going to start listing 50 a day. Hopefully, I'll give myself 9, 10 months to catch up to those 50 listings a day. And by the time I get to the end of the year, I should be selling 50 a day. It doesn't have to be me selling 50 a day all year long. As long as in December, I start selling 50 a day, the goal will be achieved. So super simple goal to have. Right now I'm at around 25 a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. Right now I've only got 17 for the day going out, which is still okay. Got people messaging me. I'm hoping you have one picture that I like. Okay. Don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, somebody's trying to message me about a different color item than what I have listed. I don't have multiples, peeps. I just got the one listed. All right, let's see what everybody's saying. Anita, been watching a crap ton of your vids. First live I caught. Nice. Thank you for coming out and watching the live and joining with me. Found you from watching Good Game Grabs. I found you from the Discord, Jessica. Happy New Year, Marks, and everyone in the chat. What's up, Roy? What's up, Lisa? How you guys doing? Happy New Year. I bought a giant box of clothes wholesale from Dante, made my money back first 2 items, so now I sell clothes too. Let's get it. That's what's up. When Dante starts selling clothes? Rocking with you since day one. That's facts. That's much appreciated. I'm vlogging my journey with weight loss. Yeah, I saw that on your video earlier. Bo says, congrats on 3K subs, my brother. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate it. I'm first working on health and then wealth. You can do both at the same time. Health is an ongoing journey, just like wealth is. You can't have one without the other, because you can have all the money in the world and then die because you're out of shape and unhealthy and drinking soda and eating donuts every day. So, you might want to practice both at the same time, broski. Goal is 3K a month gross. That's a very achievable goal to have, especially with the tools that we learn in the Reseller Nirvana community. So I got all the faith in the world, Bobby, that you will attain that goal. Me too. I was a day one. Appreciate you always, Marcus. Your knowledge drops are priceless. Yeah, you were a day one. You and Miss Q. Millennial Prophet, my guy. Killing a dude. Congrats on 3K. Appreciate it. More listings per day. Just dip my toes in the water after watching reselling for years. I normally do comic conventions for my day job, but con season is only like 8 months of the year. Okay, that makes sense. So you probably got a boatload of collectibles and all types of cool stuff to let go of. Not a bad niche to be in. Super, super valuable, especially the vintage toys. I've seen some posts from Ready Set Resell Ben. He's selling like certain figures for like $200 loose, not even like in the package. So yeah, good niche to be in. Now I do know this guy. He's an older gentleman. His name is Keith. He has what he says is a $22,000 Star Trek collection. All new stuff sealed in the packages. Some of it's sealed signed, it's got autographs, and some of it's got authenticity certificates and stuff like that. So I was like, cool, what do you want for it all? He hasn't given me a price, but I'm sure because of this right here. He said he had some vintage from like the 70s and late 80s and 90s Levi's jeans, right? These are not new with tags. So I said, cool, I'll buy them all. What do you want for them? He sends me pictures, guys. They're just standard Levi's. Nothing special, like no rare, like salvage jeans or nothing like that. Like, He's like, I heard I can get $100 for him. I'll take 60 a piece. And I was like, we are way too far apart from making a deal, bro. Like I told him, I was like, I can get this stuff at the bins for, $1.50, $1.89 a pound. It's not really worth me paying what you're asking me to pay. So I'm going to meet the guy in person on Thursday, show him the comps that I can sell it for, tell him what I'm comfortable paying for it, and see if he wants to do a deal. He's only got like 14 pieces, but if that's what he's going to sell the Levi's for, I can only imagine what he's going to sell the Star Trek stuff for. Would like to start selling at least 10 a day consistently. Been averaging 5 to 10 for several months. Have you upped your listing goal yet? And are you accepting more offers? Because that's one way to do it. Have more items for sale. That way you can sell more items, or you can accept more offers, or just accept or lower your prices. The best way to make sales faster is always to give the buyer a better deal. What's up, Ben? Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Dante doesn't sell clothes. That's how I got such a good deal. He's like, yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Goals for Miss Lachey is to be consistent with listings, set a schedule, organize and set up dedicated stations, do better than last year. Very, very achievable goals. Do better than last year is always probably number one on everybody's list. I know for me, having the organized stations is a game changer, right? When I had to set up a listing station every day to do my listings on eBay, I kind of put it off, right? Whereas this station right here, it stays set up all day. So literally all I got to do is come in and turn the lights on and boom, I can get ready to list. The light box over there for the sneakers, it's literally set up all day. Like all I got to do is come turn lights on. It makes a huge difference. I'm also a person that lives by himself, so I can do whatever I want with my space. But when my girlfriend and I had our duplex together, we had an office, so that also allowed set up stations to be set up at all times. So definitely maximize your space. Having a schedule is the number one consistency aid. If you don't have a schedule, you're just gonna like I feel like I'll do some listings right now, and then you'll do your listings, then you'll eat a sandwich, drink some coffee, get on YouTube, and like, oh, I guess I'll do my shipping now. Then you'll do some shipping, and then you'll watch some more YouTube, eat another sandwich. Next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you haven't even started listing. So I know that for me, like a schedule is paramount to me. Actually, staying on course and getting my work done at a reasonable time. Danny says he's trying to list 5 a day in January, then hopefully 15 a day after that. Let's get it. I know you're way more capable than that because I know that you've been listing a boatload of stuff in the past, so you got it, bro. What's up, Nurse with a Purse? Happy New Year to you. Let's see. Thanks, Marcus. Starting eBay back up. I sell on Poshmark and have lives on Posh are, in my opinion, influencing sales coming down on that platform. I can see that because a lot of people have been saying that. But at the same time, I think it's super random with the lives. Like, you got to just be like addicted to shopping at that point to just sit on someone's live and wait for random stuff to pop up that you might want to buy versus where you can just go in there and type what you're looking for by search and actually go buy it then. Like people that shop on Whatnot and things like that. I don't know, how I'm not going to knock it because it's a great sourcing opportunity, but I don't know how someone can just sit there and sit on someone's live and wait for an item to pop up that they may or may not want. Definitely accepting more offers. Need to get my listing number up. At this point, my goal is to not lose my mind. I could see that. What's up, Ciro? Dante, Happy New Year. Dante is not in here, is he? Huge congrats on hitting 3K subs. My goal this year is to hit 1K subs and 45 or 450K in sales. Man, look, with 450K in sales, I wouldn't be worried about one sub, but you got it, bro. Schedule is paramount, but don't forget to play with your dogs and have some beers and go to Marcus Live. Sounds like a plan. Gotta go to the gym. I'll be listening, but not commenting. Have a great evening, Marcus and everyone. Hey, no problem, man. Take it easy. Be safe. Don't lift too heavy. My other big goal is to get monetized on YouTube. Getting monetized on YouTube can either be immediate or it can be like the long haul. So like for me to get monetized on YouTube, I was on YouTube for over a year, right? And I think it took like the first 6 months I was on YouTube to gain like 100 subs. And then once I hit 100, it kind of started speeding up. By like 9, 10 months, I got up to like 500 or something like that. But then, like in the last 2 months, to I think I got monetized in like March of 2020 or of this year or last year, I mean 2022. So it was like a month and a half or a year and a half from inception of the channel to monetization. And then even then it didn't take off for like the longest. So like right now I have, let's see, 5.5 thousand watch hours in 1 month, whereas it took me a year to get 4K watch hours. Like, so it's a grind, you know. Either you have a super awesome personality or like you're putting out straight value that people can't deny, or you know, you just got some type of gimmick. But it's a grind for sure. Um, I agree. Went on a whatnot once and felt like I wasted so much of my night. Yeah, I totally deleted the app. I'll sub you. Flip don't flop. There you go. Happy New Year. What's up, Cheryl? How you doing? Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate it. Hey, just wanted to stop in and say hello. Show support. I'll catch a replay tomorrow. Thanks, Scott. Take it easy. Hope you make great sales, buddy. Susan took down my stores and redoing them. Huge stockpile to list, so no buying till all relisted and put up stockpiles. That is an amazing idea. You will not go wrong doing it that way because a lot of people, their thing is they go overboard with buying, and then they either they buy themselves out of business or they just buy themselves really really low on cash and kind of get stressed out. You know, I never have a death pile. Usually, I only have like 2 or 3 IKEA bags of clothing. Uh, I buy for the whole week, so I don't consider that a death pile because it's intentful. Uh, Chris says, "Let's get these goals, everyone." That's for sure. Definitely matters who you are following on whatnot. Go to ones that no one is there or serious clearing outs going on. I've made a lot of money on buying on whatnot. That's what I'm saying. It's a great sourcing option, but it's for like as far as me going on there looking for something to buy personally, it's not where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can type in what I'm looking for and find it. Are you the guy that resells stuff? Yep, that's me. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, bro? My wife and I went from 15 to 25 listings a day the past 2 weeks, and we already see a huge bump in sales. That's what's up. Congratulations. Listing more does pay off for sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. But I am starting to sell and whatnot too. Just don't spread yourself too thin. That's all. Grandma, what's going on? How you doing? Once I get past this COVID, I'm redoing my inventory storage area to be more efficient. Let's go. Quick speedy recovery, my friend. Oh, for sure, Misha. Okay. Let's see. Um so second way for me to achieve my goal is I'm first of all, I'm not gonna be wait, I don't know if you guys can hear my neighbors. They're outside kicking it, hanging out on the porch. So I'm not gonna be like putting out like this is what I must do, this is what I have to do numbers wise, because like I said, it's just gonna be an unpredictable season we're coming into. It's reported to have 20% decrease in sales, which I had already gotten close to that in December. I was up to I think as high as 14% decrease in sales. Whereas now, right now, I'm sitting at, let me just take a look. Right now, I'm at 2.5 decrease in sales. So it's kind of picking back up. I did have the biggest sales day of the month, December 29th. So, and then followed by the second biggest day of the month, December 30th. The first day was Thursday, I did $670. And then December 30th, I did $609. And it's kind of just hovered around the high 500s or, you know, low 500s since then. But that's the goal. So it's really not too devastating. But what I do want to do is get the total up to netting 500 a day instead of just gross. Um, I think that's feasible. I just have to probably sell about $800 to $900 a day, and maybe 1,000 a day. But that's just going to be something that I have to work on. Brian says pretty much brand new to reselling on eBay, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can while putting in the time. I appreciate your wealth of wisdom. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad that you are taking the dive. Um, Beginner advice, man, is just to learn learn the market, learn what you can find in your area that you can find a lot of. You enjoy selling. It's easy to ship and doesn't cost too much. Buy low, sell high. I mean, that's pretty simple. It's very obvious, but the lower amount of money you spend in the business, the more money you'll make. That way you can reinvest more off of less money. So say you need to buy 10 items a day, but they cost 10 bucks. It's $100 every day to do your 10 listings, right? Versus you can go to the bins and buy like 10 items for like what, $12? You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you're buying, how fast you can grow. But you want to grow safely. Let's see. I'm trying to get consistent with 25 to 30 listings a day. I'm trying to put processes in place that make the routine easier. So, how many do you list a day now, Sarah? Selling similar off my own listings has really been a game changer. Um, so it's essentially kind of like what James does, but minus the template part. So I go to my store. I guess I can show you guys. Let me screen share. Hang on. So I essentially just like go to my store and let's just say I want to sell a t-shirt. So I'll go to my store. I'll type in, say I got a blue t-shirt and it's a large. It's a men's shirt. So I'll do men's large blue tee. Right. So I'll just find the blue tee. I'll click on it. I will hit sell a similar item. And then once the item came up, I would delete all these photos and then say I had other photos to put in here. I would then load those photos. I would totally delete the title and just put random gibberish blue tee, change the custom SKU, and then I would go down here and change the brand unless it was the same brand, which generally I would try to find a shirt that is the exact same brand and have the same amount of item specifics to where I wouldn't have to change everything. I don't fill out all the item specifics if they don't pertain to the item. And then I'll go down here and then I will like delete this because I have a notepad with a custom blurb for my condition description and a custom blurb for my description. And then I'll just copy those and paste those in and then change the price. I never go live immediately. I just hit save for later. So that would be how I would do it. Uh, and that just makes it that quick. Literally, it's just quick as I just showed you how I would do my listing. That's how quick it takes me to do a listing. So I could do a template, but it's really super quick already. Just take all my photos at one time, and then I upload them to the computer, and then I just plug in, put the information in that I need. Marcus, other than not trying to wash your clothes yourself, are there any other processes you will be changing? I'm not going to change anything. The way I do everything is how it's going to stay. But what I will do is eventually I'll have somebody do shipping for me because shipping is starting to get to the point to where it takes about 2 hours. That's 2 hours that I could do my listings. That's like 30 to 40 listings that I can do. If I wasn't doing shipping. So that'll probably be the first task that I hire out. And that way I could get done with my listings much, much sooner. Cause usually in the morning time, I'm done taking my photos around like 10. It just depends on how early I wake up and get started. And then I take a trip to the storage unit to do all my shipping. So I don't get back till around like noon. Whereas if I was to take my photos and then immediately start listing, I would be done with my eBay day by noon, by like 1 o'clock, you know what I mean, at the latest. So hopefully I'll find somebody that's trustworthy that I can give the keys to my storage unit and don't have to worry about them running off with everything. Because the sketchy dudes that live next door to my storage unit came back there today and was like looking all in there. I was like, what do you do back here, man? And I'm like, sell on eBay. And I kind of like tried to curve him, to get him away from the unit because dude is straight sus for real. And I just don't like people looking in there, man. Because if he breaks in there, he's gonna be mad. It's gonna be nothing but women's clothes. Some dudes' clothes too. Don't get me wrong, but this guy's overweight and not a woman. I don't want to even entertain that type of stuff. Let's see. I need to redo all my selling platforms. That sounds like a nightmare. After a bad year last year on top of tornado damage to now repair. I won't say how many much do lately. Much to do daily. I just do what I can and never stop. Hey, that's the first step, First rule about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club, so you're on a roll. Has anyone noticed an uptick in sales with the new eBay international shipping? I sure have. I got about the same amount of international items going out, to be honest with you. I haven't noticed an uptick. I thought I might try Vendu or list this year. I think cross listing is the way to go. Ha! I laugh in the face of that, but that's just me. Do what you do. Let me know how it goes. There's a lot of people that swear by it. Sarah does 15 to 20 a day, and you're trying to get up to 25, you said? Let me scroll back up and see what you said. 20, 25 to 30. Okay, so how long does that take you? Relisting and selling similar has not helped me any. 1,000 items listed, only a couple sales so far. Well, relisting is not what I said, Susan. I said I sell similar off my store to make new listings. I don't delist, relist anything. I don't even end listings and just sell similar. I just let them ride until they sell because if I change my listings, that means the date that they got listed changes. And if I lose an item, how I find it in my inventory is by the date that it was listed. So if I change the date, I'd have to go in my storage unit, take every item that I'm changing the date on, and move it to a new box. And that's just a whole nightmare within itself when I got 3 storage units. So I don't delist, relist. I don't do nothing. I just change the price on it. Everything will sell if it's cheap enough. Yeah, the sell similar feature looks like it would be very helpful. Right now, I'm doing the listing on Poshmark just since I'm new to eBay and then cross listing to eBay. Well, that definitely is going to take some time, but I'm sure you're a pretty smart person. You're going to get it. I'll consider reversing that though and see which is quickest. Try it both ways and then see how you like it. Um, I don't list on anywhere else, obviously. So I don't know, but I'm kind of partial to eBay. What's up, Laura? Brian says, thank you for the suggestion, Misha. I haven't diversified out yet to other platforms, but I appreciate the recommendation. Hello, Help Mama Remote. Listening while you draft. That is what's up. Travis, what's going on, bro? Outsourcing my shipping and inventory storage has been a game changer for me. That's probably going to be the second thing I do is start outsourcing sourcing. But right now I really like being able to pick most of my items from the bins. And I know if I have to start paying somebody to get them for me, I'm gonna just be paying double for the same things that I already can get myself. So I figure if Chris Daily Refinement can go buy all his items, himself still, and he's doing like 1,000 a week, then I can just do it and just man up, you know what I mean? And just list more items. And then that way I just take 2 sourcing days in the week. So it'll probably be Monday and Wednesday because those are the only days I don't have anything else going on, like YouTube related or anything like that. So I'll probably end up doing that, going source twice a week. And then eventually, I'll just have another lister to list on the days that I'm going sourcing as well. So I don't know. You guys will definitely be hearing about everything that I choose to do and how I choose to do it because that's what the channel's about, documenting the journey. Let's see. What's up, Casey? How you doing, bro? I let it ride too. No time to go back. It will mess me up too. Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that do go back and delist, relist, and by all means do what you feel is necessary. But as the great and famous Tech and Sports says, it's like taking this bottle off the shelf and then sitting it right back on the shelf. You didn't do anything different. So that's how I feel. What's up, Ella Michelle? How you guys doing? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. Marcus be dropping knowledge. I'll just be sharing what I learned along the way, man. Appreciate you coming in, though. Oh, I use List Perfectly to spread to different stores and keep all listings on there. Learned hard way about learned hard way about eBay. Lost so many listings. Pulled all down and relisted in 4 stores. Only took 3 days. Hey, that's pretty cool. Uh, definitely. There's good, good things and bad things about those listing platforms. The good thing is they do save all your listings. So glad to hear that you was able to change everything over in 3 days. 15 to 20 a day is taking me about 2 hours for the whole process, start to finish, prep, steam, photography, inventory, and list. I would love to do it all in the AM and be done. It's still not bad though. 2 hours, that's pretty good. Pretty good. If you can get it done any faster, you can give yourself a raise. 2 blocks of 2 hours with a break in between. Sounds great. Uh that's kind of where I'm at. Only mine is it's a 2 hour block of photos, and then it's a 3 hour block of listing. Just depends on what I'm listing. The quickest I've ever been able to do well, it's 60 now. The quickest I've been able to do the 60 listings is 2 hours and like 20 minutes, and the slowest has been, I think, all the way up to 4 hours. Just because my girlfriend likes to talk to me while I do my listing, and sometimes it distracts me. Uh, but it is what it is. Or her dog. Her dog wants me to pet her all the time, which you can't be mean to a dog, but sometimes you just gotta, say no. Just say no to cute dogs. Jared, what's going on, man? Hello, buddy. I picked up an Orvis. I'm assuming that's what you mean. You left the V out. Orvis sweater, a cashmere sweater, and a merino wool sweater today. Nice. Um, the merino wool is okay. It's not like nothing exclusive. But the cashmere sweater should do pretty good. So good finds. Yeah, Orvis. I thought that's what you meant. I found a sweater last week. It was rabbit hair, wool, cashmere, and something else. Some other weird fur blend mixed in there. Like, what the heck is this? But got a list for like $40. This I think it's like some low tier like J. Crew, so it's not gonna go for a lot of money, but uh I'll take it. So another thing that's gonna keep me on the road to achieving my goals is just being consistent. That's probably the biggest thing that I talk about, guys, consistency, because everything compounds, right? If you do something enough, I don't know how many times you have to do something for it to become like a professional habit, but I think like if you do something 10,000 times, you're like solid with it, right? So I've listed 8,000 8,000 items, I think. I've sold 7.4 thousand items. So I mean, I got 4,000 items listed, 4,700 items listed right now. So 10,000 listings, I would say I've definitely achieved that. So I'm probably a professional lister by this point. Um, the goal is to just stick with it. I know that the first year on eBay, I made 48,000. That was just my first year part time, and that's gross. My my second year, which was this just past year that we finished, I finished with 139,000 in sales. That's gross. So obviously, if I continue doing what I'm doing now, I'll make more money than I did last year if all things stay the same with inside the business. So don't change things. If it's working, don't change it. Unless it's not working and it's causing you problems within your business, then by all means change it to something that'll make it easier on you. But let's see. What are you saying here? OMG, vegetarian and don't wear animal skin, but I do sell vintage fur. Respect. I changed prices and titles after tornado messed up inventory last month. I was able to find and take down damaged items using List Perfectly rather than a spreadsheet, and now adding clothing to inventory. So I don't put any of my inventory in a spreadsheet. That's just I don't see the point of doing that. I don't see the value in writing down what what I bought, if that makes any sense. So if someone can tell me why they would do that, let me know. I just document how many items I bought and what I spent on those items. Uh, I I'm not gonna write down. I was doing that for a while when I was going to the thrift and was an everything seller and was like listing 5 a day. I would buy stuff and then write down polo shirt paid $5. Super Mario game paid $3, and just do that for everything. But at scale, that's too much of a time suck. That's like doing your accounting line by line. Don't get caught slipping and let it pass for 5 or 6 days and you sell 10 items each day. That's 50 items you need to catch up on and still stay up to date on the current items selling. So that's why I use the spreadsheet that I use now. I can do all my accounting in one day, just like an hour. You know what I mean? Do everything for the whole week. I can do it for the whole month. It takes me one time to just sit down and do it, and I'm done. Versus me doing everything by hand. The formula's already all in there. And speaking of that spreadsheet, I just got the new spreadsheet today. It's so much cooler than the one that I was using. She's updated and made some changes, and it's all like super cool looking and super easy to use. And she's got a YouTube channel too. So if you guys do want to buy the spreadsheet, it is in the link down low. It is for the rest of your life. So if you buy it once, you never have to buy it again. You just get a new one every year, and it's super easy to use. Let's see. Let's see. Um, I heard they say 21 days consecutively to make a habit stick. Yeah, that's true for like, you know, minute things, but like as far as doing something on a professional level, I've heard that it's 10,000 times. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get you there. If you shoot a basketball 10,000 times in a week, you're probably going to be a pro at it. Um, I'm still working on storage and shipping materials too. So you have anything on Amazon that you get a kickback if people ordered? Yeah, I got stuff. There's links in my description for all my anything that's in my description is an affiliate link. So if you use it, I do get a kickback. But there's poly bags, there's boxes, there's tape, there's light boxes, everything. There's like all types of stuff down there. It's everything that I personally use. Like I'm not going to sell or put something on there that I don't use and have people buying stuff that I don't stand behind. So uh just check it out if you want to. Let's see. Long time. Hope to have 5,000 inventory by Q4 2023. I have a sheet cabinet in the backyard of the store, so easy to work. Yeah, I remember you said that last week. That says grind. What's going on? Appreciate you. Spreadsheet is a death sentence in my opinion. Just saying. Uh, it's all good. Time is freaking money. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing a spreadsheet for individual items. Like I said, I just plug and go. Bought 150 items for $100. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Get a buy cost for the whole year. Do you have any tips for removing stubborn stains other than OxyClean soak? Some of the denim I got from the lumberyard estate sale has some brown watermarks. Haven't soaked yet, just curious. Uh I know some people say like peroxide will work on stubborn stains, or you can get like um I can't remember the other stuff. But usually I don't do nothing extra. I soak it in OxyClean. If it doesn't come out, I just list it the way it is, or I'll pass on listing it, depending on what the item is. But jeans and stuff like that that I got from the lumberyard, I would literally just wash them the way that they are and just note the stains. Because somebody that's going to find those is just going to work in them again. It depends on the brand. If they're like Ariat jeans or like Carhartt jeans or something like that. Like I've found that Ariat sells 10 times better than Carhartt, so I can't really say the same for Carhartt. But I've sold Ariats with holes and stains and no button on them for $25. So still they will still sell. I'm the wrong guy to ask about stains because I don't spend more time on stuff than I have to. If I send it through the wash once and it doesn't come out, I'm listing it that way. After buying on whatnot, I stopped line by line. Too much time wasted. Why I like list perfectly all on there. That's good. Maybe makes it a lot easier to track cost of goods for the bins because it's essentially an average of $1 per piece. No need to track per item much. Exactly. For clothing that is. I think it's that way for anything, honestly. Generally that's the way I do it. It doesn't matter what it is that I'm buying. If I buy shoes or if I buy clothes or if I'm buying hats. If I pay $5 for a hat or if I pay $20 for a pair of Red Wing boots, it's all getting averaged in for $1.50. That's just what the buy cost ended up for the whole year. It was $1.50 last year. What's up, Miss Taffy? I seen you just had a video come out But I'm live, so I can't watch it. Just like Sarah just had a video come out, but I'm live, so I can't watch none of you guys' content, but I will when I get off here. Paul, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Jay, what's going on? Let's see. My image I made using my Android phone. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I remember asking you that last week. How do you get affiliate links for Amazon items? Do you have to apply or fill something out? Yes, you do. You have to get on there and just sign up. Google Amazon affiliate program. It's pretty simple. My goal is to get my inventory up to 7,000 to 8,000. Sounds kind of overwhelming right now because I'm at 2K, but my storage unit capacity is 7,000 to 8,000, and I will keep chipping away. Would love to have 20 to 30 daily sales. Yeah, it's going to take you a while, especially at 15 to 20 items a day, or even up to, I think you said 30 would be the max. Um, I started the year 2022 out with right around 1,000 items, and I finished the year off with 4,700 items, and that's listing 35 a day. Not the whole year, obviously, because I started out the year listing 15 and then bumped it up to 20 and then cruised for a bit and then bumped it up to 33. So let's just see. If you do 30 items a day times 365, that's 10,950 listings. But you got to consider you want to sell 20 to 30 a day. So let's just say, well, let's just call it 20 a day times 365. So that leave you with like 3,000 items net at the end of the year. So you'd be at 5,000 total. You'd still need another two to 3,000 to hit your goal. So it takes listing a lot of items because you're never going to net every single item that you list. Because in theory, you're going to sell almost, or if not more, or equal to the number of items that you list every day. At least that's the goal. That's what I mean. Individual items. No, I have 5K going. I can't even. Yeah, just no, not at all. Let's see. Hope all is well with everyone. Hope all is well with you too. So yeah. In theory though, like I'm saying, so for me, I sold 7.4 thousand items last year. Listed, I don't know, 10,000 items easily, 11,000 items easily, and I only netted 3,000 items at the end of the year. My goal for this year is to net 12,000. So I got to list a crap ton of listings to be able to net 12,000 because I'm going to sell, even if I sell 7,000 items again next year or this year, that means I got to list 7,000 plus 12,000. So let's just say I want to list 12,000 items, right? But if I sell 7.4 thousand items again, that's not right. 7. That's going to be, I did that wrong. I suck at math, guys. Can you tell? So that's 8,600 listings that I'd have to list on top of, I think that don't even sound right. 12,000 plus 7.4. It's 19,400. I don't know how I got 8,000. So 19,000 items is a lot of items. How many items is that a week? Divided by 52. It's 373 items a week. That's doable. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's doable. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll keep pushing for more daily listings. That's the name of the game. As long as you're listing items that have good sell through and like are in demand, you should be all right. Honestly, when I think I don't want to list, I'm like, okay, Marcus is 100K. Am I going to be there without listing? Nope, don't be lazy. And that's the thing, right? You got to tell yourself, you got to remind yourself, all right, look, I want to make such and such amount of money this year. And first of all, say you want to make $100,000 of money in a year, right? If you don't have $100,000 of inventory for sale on eBay, you're not going to get there. And even right now, like I sold $139,000. I never made it to $100,000 worth of inventory listed. I have $84,000 worth of inventory for sale on eBay right now. but I wouldn't have been able to make consistent inventory if I wasn't listing every day. Because, like I said, you can list. Case in point, right? I stopped listing shoes 2 or 3 weeks ago. Probably longer than that, guys. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's probably been like a month and a half, and I have not had a consistent shoe sales since I stopped listing. I sold 3 pairs of shoes today randomly out of nowhere. Uh, but since I'm not listing shoes anymore, I'm not making shoe sales every day. I stopped listing hats every single day because I just haven't listed a bunch of hats. I started listing hats again like 3 or 4 days ago. I sold a hat today. So, it's the old thing, the myth that you have to list daily to make sales. You don't have to list daily to make sales. You have to list daily consistent amounts of inventory to get consistent amount of sales, because without me listing every day my traffic's going to plummet, which means I'm going to make less sales, right? So to make sales in every category that I sell in, I'd have to list items in those categories every day. Now I sell clothes every single day because I list clothes every single day, but since I don't sell hats and shoes every single day, it's because I'm not listing those every single day. If that makes sense. Let's see here. I'm in first year full time this year. My aim is to surpass him. Pass who? Me? Let's get it. You can do it. First year full time is a grind, especially I underestimated how much how much work it was actually going to be. I thought it was going to be easier than it was. I thought I was going to be able to do it with less work. Turns out it was fairly like easy on a scale of, I want to say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 6, 6.5. What was difficult was getting my listing time down, right? Trying to make the processes faster. At the beginning of the year, it was taking me the same amount of time now to do 20 listings as it takes me now to do 60. So you really just got to get faster at doing your processes, minimize the things that aren't necessary, cut down any distractions, cut down any extra steps that you are taking or things that's in your process that you really don't need to do. Minimize those things and do a time audit. Find out how much time you're actually like getting interrupted by texting or scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. When you hear that notification on your phone and you stop to check it, what does it send you? If it's a text, do you then in your mind think, oh, well, I wonder what's going on Instagram, I wonder what's going on Facebook, or you get a YouTube notification and then like, oh, well, so and so just put out a new video, let me go watch this. Like, are those the things that you run into? Because if you cannot stop yourself from getting distracted, you're going to run into a lot more time spent on tasks that should be done a lot sooner, right? Therefore, you make less money. I myself am very guilty of this. Up until like 2 weeks ago, I would like watch TV and watch YouTube, and I don't really scroll on Instagram. That's why like my Instagram wall is super dry. I never post stories. Like I don't post a lot of content on social media because I don't really enjoy it. So I don't see a post and I'm like, or I don't see a notification. I'm like, oh, I gotta check that. You know what I mean? So if like you guys got Instagrams that I follow you on and I don't like none of your stuff, it's because I'm never seeing none of your stuff. But anyway, I stopped watching YouTube while I was doing my listings, and I went from 8, 9 hours down to 5 hours. And that's just pure driven focus. Now, if I want to sit back and like listen to a podcast, it might make the day a little bit longer. So I choose to kind of just sit and not necessarily sit in silence, but not watch anything that requires visual focus. If I can listen to it without looking at it, then it's fair game. But if it's a TV show or a YouTube video or something like that, that it's like a what sold or it's like a look at me source type of video, I can't watch those. I can't do anything that's going to throw me off, which is one of the reasons why I don't recommend people like try to like go 200 $300,000 of inventory or listings with like a kid or a dog or something around, because it's gonna take your focus away. You know what I mean? If your partner, your significant other is on board, they will probably also give you the liberty of having like uninterrupted time to focus on eBay. Um, there's tons of people out there that list at their leisure, which that's your job to do however you want to do it. But me personally, I don't like being distracted at all while I'm doing my work. Because if it was a real job, a legit job, like I just couldn't stop doing what I'm doing and like get on Instagram, or I couldn't just stop what I'm doing and text my girlfriend, or text my mom, or just take a phone call from my brother. Like these are just random things that I'm throwing out there, but I think you guys understand what I mean. So I just try to treat my job as legit like a job as possible. Let's see. OMG, that is way more than I can list in a year. Too old here. Turning 69 on Sunday. This old brain slowing down. Don't sleep on yourself, Susan. You could probably do it. I mean, no one's saying you have to, but if you did it long enough, you'd adapt. Trust me. Yeah, come on. Come on. We can have some friendly competition. I'm all for it. Let's see. You're so down to earth and very helpful. I try to be. I remember where I've come from. I'm like just some regular dude that, I've got a real shady past. Like I've been to prison for robbery and selling drugs. So I've given my life to Christ, and I remember that I haven't been walking on this path long enough to be acting like I'm somebody that I'm not. So I just want to make this channel and help people, show people that are from the old walk of life that I used to be on, that they can do something better. They don't have to sit in the rut that they're in. You don't have to be who you always were. There's so many distractions. It's true. Very true. Every time Misha texts me, I go, oh, let me go check this. I don't want to get yelled at. So distracting. You guys are crazy. Let's see. Podcasts are the best. It's definitely more listenable than, a video or something. Now you could have like a podcast like Joe Rogan, like even though they don't really like show anything like interesting or worthy of your visual focus, sometimes you just drift off and get distracted by it. That's why like usually I'll list uh while I have the sound playing out of my computer screen, because since I'm listing on my computer and listening on my computer, I can't look at the screen while I list. You know, that's one of the good things about multiple tabs being open. Let's see. What's up, Roman? How you doing, broski? Definitely will be watching a lot less YouTube this year. Yeah, it's super, super distracting. Totally true, Marcus. I homeschool and drive my little competitive gymnast around, and it is hard to get eBay done. It's very hard. And then, like, say you take them to like their events, and then like you want to list while you're there. Like, so now you're not truly paying attention to your kids, and you're not truly paying attention to your listing. So you got one foot in each task, and I don't know about you guys, but multitasking for me does not go very well. It's doable, but none of the things that I'm trying to multitask get 100% effort because it's not 100% focus. So like I'm liable to make mistakes. I'm going to miss a goal that my nephew tried to score in his soccer game because I was pressing save draft on eBay, So it's like I just try to do one task all the way through and to completion, and sometimes it just doesn't work like that, and that is the beautiful part of being able to make your own schedule and do things at your leisure. But in general, I would like my day to be like treated as a real day, so that way I can maximize my results and then have the rest of my day to do whatever I want to do. I have all notifications off except sales. I watch murder stories and lists. Well, you guys heard my notifications going off. I get more YouTube notifications than anything because I'm subscribed to hundreds of channels and we put videos out all the time. So uh let's see. Distractions are my biggest downfall. I need to start having music on instead of YouTube. I get it. YouTube is like the biggest time suck, like out of like where if you look at my phone and the battery, like where it shows you the usage and how much time certain apps use, it's going to be YouTube all day long. 100%. The bulk of my battery life goes to YouTube. I don't list from my phone, so it's never really much of eBay. I do most of my eBay work from the computer, even accepting offers and things like that. So, uh, YouTube all the way. The Discord, it gets a lot of my attention as well. Not a lot, but some of my attention. But even that, even though I run that Discord with Nabiar Good Game Grabs, I can't spend all my day in that Discord because it'll waste a lot of time too. Serena, Happy New Year. May this year bring you success and blessings as well. Yep, thank you, Misha. Dude, during sports season, I can't get nothing done. I know you can, man. I follow like 5 resellers on YouTube now. Been building an empire, loving my fur babies and my chicken. Never heard of neither one of those, but nice. Misha knows how to hide bodies in so many different ways. You'd be surprised. I ain't trying to mess with nobody, man. I just want to live life for Christ. Where did you get your spreadsheet? Don't see a link for it. It's in there. Let me scroll down there and find out. It says simplified accounting spreadsheet. I got it from Cheryl Miller. She's a simplified accountant. That's her company. Um, that's the Discord right there. Let me find the link. See, this is why I need Hillary Murphy here. Normally she does this for me. You guys got to give me 1 second. I got to get to well, that's probably not going to work. Text me on Instagram afterwards, Jared, and I'll send it to you. I don't want to ignore the chat too long. And I can't, since I'm on StreamYard, I can't go to my description. But if you go down to my description, it's going to say simplified accounting. It says something like, here is the spreadsheet that I use, or something like that. Let's see. Well, there's Cheryl goes right there. That's the one I got the spreadsheet from. It's on the workbook page, and in the email, he'll go with it. Okay. All right. Well, let me show you guys what it looks like. This is a big old waste of time. Oh, I'm sorry, Jared, man. I'm gonna have to get it to you later. I really can't focus on more than one thing. Paul, this is facts. Almathea. I think that's right. Hello. May you and everyone have a prosperous 2023. That's what's up. Ben, thank you. You're a genius, man. I appreciate it so much, man. I was having a hard time, man. I was about to literally like rip my hair out. That is the link right there, Jared. If you want to click on it, I do get a kickback. But it's an awesome spreadsheet though. Like I definitely stand by it. Yeah, super duper thankful, Ben. You saved me, man. I was starting to sweat over here, bro. Let's see. Right now, Dixon's Picking is the only channel that I turn the notifications on. Hey, that's what's up. That's great. All good. I appreciate the motivation. That's what's up, man. So, really, man, I really hope that you guys are taking your businesses seriously. A lot of people, they kind of don't know whether they want to take it serious, right? They don't know what they want out of their business. They don't know what it's going to take to even reach their goals, right? So the foundation of just simply doing the work it's an unconditional, right? You got to control the variables that you can control. You can't control how many sales you get. You can't control who buys your stuff for full price or none of that. What you can do is control how often you list and how many items you list. And it's kind of simple, man. Like a lot of people make eBay harder than it is, right? I just list quality items at a quality price and ship on time. Don't get a bunch of defects. eBay is going to reward you. They will reward you with the traffic. It's very simple. Let's see. I am curious how many weeks per year you build in as vacation. I assume you have drafts for that period. Yeah, I don't technically like take vacation time very often. Like this year I only took one vacation and it was just over a weekend, but I build drafts every single day. Like every day I put 20 drafts in my draft bank. However, I do use 40 of those drafts. Well, I use 80 drafts 2 times a week because I'm doing 40 now. So the draft bank builds slowly, not very, very slowly, but it builds slowly in my opinion. Right now, I think I have, let's see what I got. I think I got like 130 drafts right now. 143 drafts. So 40 of those will get used tomorrow, and then 40 of those will get used on Saturday. But I'll use 20, 40, 60, 81. I'll add 100 to that. So it'll be back up to 1 something by the end of the week. So they don't grow as fast because I use them for 2 days off each week. But in theory, I'll draft a bunch more over the course of time. I did get up to 250 drafts, which I don't know if you guys remember. Recently, I was talking about I wonder if I can get past that, and I got up to 260 something drafts without them disappearing. So good news is they don't disappear after 250, at least for me. I've been trying to get as much up as possible before basketball starts. Thankfully, only coaching one team instead of three this year. Man, that's got to be a super relief, dude. Because like nobody even sees you when you start coaching. Like no YouTube, no Instagram, no nothing. Paul will soon become coach player for LA Lakers. He won't need nothing. No reselling, no YouTube, no Instagram, no nothing. Hey Hillary, I was literally just talking about you. Saying I needed you here to help me share links. Welcome to the live stream though. Even all sorry I'm so late. Hope everyone is ready to make lots of sales this year. Definitely. Let's see. Almost done. You motivate me each day when I want to sit and relax, and I say, "What would Marcus do?" Seriously, love it. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm glad I can motivate you guys. Gotcha. Then so then you have enough for a few days in case of sickness, right? The goal is to not get sick though. I haven't gotten sick in the last couple of years, except for I got COVID from my girlfriend. And even then, I didn't feel sick. I felt 100% fine. So maybe I didn't really have it. And I just assumed that since she had it, I had it. But I try to stay on top of my health, hygiene, vitamins, things like that. So that way I have a strong immune system because ain't nobody got time to be getting sick, man. If I get sick, then I can't ship, I can't list, and I'm going to be sitting there in the bed like acting like a little crybaby or something. Nah, man, that ain't for me. So I do what I can to stay, in the best shape that I possibly can because nobody cares if you're sick. And then you want to sit there and whine like a baby. Like that's just annoying. So I just, I man up and do what I got to do and do what I signed up for. Make sure the boy scanned in about 250 cars for me today in a half hour. He was shocked when he saw the number. That is a lot. 250 cars in an hour. Let's see. Yeah. So they were saying that 250 was the draft bank max at one point or another. This was when the new listing tool first got implemented, and a lot of people got switched over from the old listing tool, which you could draft up to 1,000 visibly. They would say that you could draft up to 5,000. That just wouldn't be visible until a number of drafts. So, like as you listed 100 or 200 or whatever, the next 200 would show up. So it's like now that I don't know, now that we're on the new listing tool, everybody was saying that you can only list 250 period. Like it's not that they weren't even visible, they just would go away. So I was scared myself to get it up to 250, but I got it up to 260 something. None of them disappeared, so we're all good to go. Oh no, I don't need any more. Ben shared it for me, but I was having a spaz attack trying to figure out how to share it at the same time while I'm live, and because while I'm on StreamYard, I can't leave my StreamYard video to go to YouTube without the YouTube volume playing over the video to find the link in my video. Like I guess I should have my links on a spreadsheet somewhere to just make it easy, but that's another step for another day. Let's see. What's your current sell-through rate? I've been building my store up, but hard to gauge some metrics when starting building. I'm doing 10 to 15 listings a day, uh, 10, 15 to the drafts. So I don't count the drafts when I'm counting in my sell-through. My sell-through is 14% like a month. And the way you find that out is you go to your metrics, your performance tab for your sales, and you divide the amount of number of sales total for the month divided by how many active items you have, and that percentage will be what your sell through is of your store. So it's easy. It's easy to determine, or it's easier to determine than you think it is. Oh yeah, I'd be ready to cry if I did that many on eBay, made them disappear. Right, exactly. So yeah, guys, 2023 is going to be, what we make of it. Sales will come and go. There will be ebbs and flows. We can't live in that moment. We got to look at it as a whole year, right? We can't look at it as, oh, today's sales were bad. So all year is bad. It's not how it goes. As long as at the end of the year our number is green, we did better this year than we did last year, and that's what matters. So, I mean, like I know it's tough because a lot of us do this full time and we live off this cash. So, it's a little bit easier to get discouraged when you don't have another income coming in. But at the end of the day, all we can do is control what we can control, and that is listing quality items on eBay at a good quality price or Poshmark, whatever platform you sell on. Putting items up that people are actually looking for that are on trend and in demand, and putting as many of those items up as we can. That's what we can control. We can control accepting an offer. We can't make the person pay after we accepted their offer, but we can do what we can on our end to force a sell. So just be, mindful that this is a long game. Like we're not in this for the year. We're in this for as long as we can possibly be in it for. So there will be goods and bads. There will be ups and downs, and you know, don't look at it on a daily basis. Look on it as a quarterly or a yearly or whatever your trajectory must be, and have a little bit of peace and patience about it, guys. That's going to do it for this one, though. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys.